rocking their bass with all of their tricks, while on the hill above my trusty bolt action clip, crush down waiting, line up the shot, then there's the call, weapons hot. 1, 2, 3, their heads explode. 4, 5, 6, let's lock and load. Rockets fly, hey, personal space. Don't you fluff with this lady's grace. One shot, one kill, living it up with those long-range thrills. One shot, one kill, blue, black, or green, I'll make their blood spill.
Good morning, Helldivers of, yet again, Hellmire. That intro was something specifically crafted for the show by my good and dear friend and found sister, Lady Electo, with one shot, one kill. If you like what you heard, the full version of the song will be uploaded out of my channel in short order. Now, I do respect her dedication to the art of the sniper, but watching her take the Deadeye to Gakrux last night was like watching someone attempt to get bail out the Titanic with a thimble and a sponge. Yeah, I generally prefer something that's a little bit quicker on the trigger when it comes to dealing with bugs, but there have been plenty of times on the Western Front that I wasn't even aware a bot was there before its middle skull just exploded and I'm watching it flop onto the dirt of some Liberty Forsaken planet to let us ram cool. Courtesy of my bestie from Meadow the Nesty. Head goes sizzle. Don't tell me that's not a satisfying sound, Helldiver. It's rude to lie. Today's top story is that the Terminid counteroffensive continues for the first invasion of Terrek, which is being handled rather well, and a much more vicious assault on Hellmire that is so close that it could go either way at any moment. Really, my trackers are flip-flopping between win and loss constantly, and the future of Outpost Alpha remains uncertain. Within the depths of the Illuminate death frontier, the squids are slowly advancing into space, recently retaken by the ODST divisions with an invasion upon RD4. This appears to be an attempt from the mollusks of Malevolent Intent to further secure their foothold in the Regal sector and cut off further cast-offer operations from retaken Rogue 5. For the time being, it looks as though the Regal sector will remain firmly in the vile tyrannical tentacles of the Illuminate, and there really isn't much that we can do to change that. All hands on deck are needed to preserve our foothold within the Clume, and fighting the Illuminate was never really that popular anyway. Me personally, I cannot wait to take my recently buffed knight into the death frontier. This thing shreds like a wood chipper, but it does tend to tear through ammo like a Ministry of Prosperity official on a super snap fund. Yeah, I know that was dark, but so does the Super Earth government. It's why they and I are in this little Cold War right now. I really don't like it whenever they starve children for funsies. Now for some community news. Apparently, the Persian Kingdom of Alamak held an Oktoberfest celebration with the intent of soothing some recently bruised egos over the recent civil war. One faction of whom made it their raison d'etre to try to come and kill me. Obviously, they failed. But that festival was attacked by Scourgedivers, an old enemy of mine, to which the Crown Prince and the Chancellor have been taken prisoner. You see, General Burnow, I have been keeping something of a close eye on you. I know that you've been manipulating the PKA, and this whole civil war was your doing. I also know that you've been manipulating Super Earth in general. But what you don't know is who exactly Prince Z is. Some time ago, the former emperor of the PKA, and dear departed friend of mine, had acquired some of my DNA. Not sure exactly what it was, be it some blood shed from a mission, dander from my tail, a strand of hair, it's not really that important. The point is that he blended the genetic material of mine with some of his own to clone what he saw as the perfect heir. The doctor thought it was a good way to get into my skin. He never expected me to love the boy, but that's just how I am. I have love for everyone. There it is, audience. Do you see it? You see it? The dawning realization, the horror behind his eyes. real name isn't Hugo Schmeisser. His real name is Prince Z. Inerjar. You should not have messed with my son. Now I'm going to make you bleed for that. Now, doubtless you've heard stories of androids punishing the murder goblins within the Liberation Fleet for their acts of cruelty, infiltrating previously unassailable fortresses, stealing onto capital-class starships, and just slaughtering the ranking officers in their bridges, war rooms, so on, and nobody knows a thing about it until it's all over. The 501st ran afoul of them recently and spent the last few months wondering who was even attacking them. Call it a test run where I was analyzing their capabilities. But those are mine. Now, you get a turn. Stealth units of the refuge. Lay waste to the Scourgedivers. Leave none alive. Rescue the Crown Prince and return him home. I am finished playing games with these schmucks. That's been Liberty's latest with me, Pondera the Radio Angel. By now, the Scourgedivers are probably noticing that their close proximity motion trackers are going insane, but don't worry about that. They won't be alive much longer to panic over anything, really. I've been meaning to get to the general burnout situation for a while now anyway. Can't be having dark overlords like that running around the fleet. I mean, what would the neighbors think? Consider the property values. Pure evil really ruins the vibe of the neighborhood and is against pretty much every single HOA agreement that isn't pure evil themselves. It'll all be over soon. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth. I see a few Scourgediver SOS calls going out. Mercy, can you intercept those and jam their origins?
I figured you would be asking for that. They have already been quieted. No one is coming to save them.